Hey there guys, Tom here, welcome back to my movie channel and thank you very much for joining me for this, my review of the brand new film Bad Times at the El Royale. But before we get into this review, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell so you never miss out on my take on all things movies. So Bad Times at the El Royale is written and directed by Drew Goddard and stars Chris Hemsworth, Jeff Bridges, Dakota Johnson, John Hamm, couple other people, and is about this El Royale hotel, which a lot of bad shit happens at apparently, and there's also no place for a priest. This was a movie that I was really excited for going in because I'd seen the trailers, and I'm watching the film and I'm walking out and I'm thinking to myself, you know, this is a movie that is really unique. It's really quite something different and it's something I haven't seen before. It's also a movie that leaves you thinking, and it left me sort of trying to decide whether I like it or whether I didn't like it. I'm sort of right on that line. A bit like how the hotel is split up, you know, into two sections, California and Nevada, and there's a red line down the middle. I'm on that line. I'm just not quite sure how to feel about this movie, and it took me, you know, a good while to work out how I really felt. First, I want to talk about some of the things I liked, then I'll talk about some of the things I didn't like. So here's some of the things I liked about this movie. First of all, Jeff Bridges is my favorite part of this film. We all know the legendary Jeff Bridges. He plays the priest, not priest character in this movie. If you've seen the trailers, you know he's not really a priest. We find out what he really is in the context of the movie, but obviously I won't give that away. This is not a spoiler review. His character in this film, I think, has the most depth of all the characters in the movie, and he's certainly the character I enjoyed watching the most and following his story the most and got invested in. As well as the John Hamm and Dakota Johnson characters. I really enjoyed those two characters and those performances in the film. I enjoyed the performances of pretty much all the main actors in this movie, and I enjoyed their characters. And seeing them all come to the El Royale Hotel and finding out what their different reasons are for being at the hotel at this particular time, that was all very well set up, and the mystery of this movie is very, very well set up as well. It's a pretty good mystery movie, and it keeps you guessing throughout the entire film. However, this film has some significant drawbacks. I think this movie really wants to be a slow burn, but at times it can be too much of a slow burn, and you really do feel the time kicking in, and you start to feel the pacing of this movie really take hold, and that really is a drawback to me in this movie, where I feel like this movie could have cut scenes down. So the filmmakers chose to sort of let scenes play out for maybe longer than your average scene would play out in a movie, and it chooses to focus and stay on certain things. And if it had cut down on that, the film might have been a bit tighter, a bit more fast-paced, and you wouldn't have felt that time kick in. Now let's talk about Chris Hemsworth here, because Chris Hemsworth, we all know, he's a fantastic actor. He's an Australian actor, and that's something that, you know, puts him higher on my list than most people. I enjoy Chris Hemsworth as an actor, unlike his brother Liam. But I do feel like while Chris Hemsworth was good in this film and gave as good a performance as he could with the character that he was given, and the character he was given is quite a weird character, something in this film makes me think Chris Hemsworth was slightly miscast. I'm not sure if he was the right fit for this particular role, and I do just think that he was maybe slightly miscast in the movie, although he did do quite a good job. I just think that maybe another actor would be better suited to that role. I don't know who that actor would be. I just think Chris Hemsworth was slightly miscast in this role. Now let's get back to that slow burn feel of this film. You know, this film does try to be a slow burn, and there is a payoff at the end of the movie, obviously, to the slow burn. However, I felt like the payoff, the actual payoff to all the setup and all the slow burn to this movie was very short-lived. It was over really quickly. The third act to me feels a little bit rushed. It feels like they wanted to set up all this stuff and have this momentum build and build and build and build, and then it's kind of over just like that. And I could have used with the third act being a little bit longer and having it play out and having the first couple of acts sort of be shortened up and tightened up a little bit, and having that payoff just hit home a little bit more. I can't really sit here and tell you that Bad Times at the El Royale is a bad movie. I'm also not going to sit here and say it's a great movie. Bad Times at the El Royale to me is a very unique film. I think it is a good movie, but I do think that this movie, you know, could have been improved. I liked certain sequences in the film. There are some really great action sequences in this movie and some really gripping scenes and scenes I was thoroughly invested in. And then there were other scenes that I felt like could have been tightened up. The slow burn aspect of this movie didn't really work. I'm not sure about Chris Hemsworth's casting in the film. So overall, I really do have to say that I did find Bad Times at the El Royale a little bit of a disappointment, considering how excited I was for this film. I found it a little disappointing while not being a bad film, just not being a film that is great, and it's certainly not a film that I'm going to buy on Blu-ray or put on my top 10 or top 15 films of 2018. So that's my review of Bad Times at the El Royale. Have you seen this movie? If you've seen this movie, comment below. Let me know what you think of this film. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I'd be very interested to hear your thoughts, and carry on the discussion in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching this review, guys. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notifications bell so you never miss out on my take on all things movies. My name is Tom, and I will see you guys next time.